When sadness fills your heart and life starts to feel heavy, pause for a moment, not to escape, but to see. Because sometimes the quietest moments carry the deepest wisdom. You see, pain is a part of life, but suffering is a choice. Buddha once said, "Pain is certain, but suffering is optional." And maybe your sadness isn't here to destroy you. It's here to awaken you, to remind you that even in darkness, you still hold the power to shine. Think about it. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every silent tear isn't a punishment. It's a teacher showing you how to let go, how to grow, and how to return home to yourself. Imagine finding peace not by controlling the world around you, but by mastering the world within you. True peace doesn't come from having a perfect life. It comes from having a peaceful mind. So, stay with me for a few moments. Together, let's explore timeless Buddhist wisdom and powerful life coaching principles that will help you transform sadness into strength, pain into purpose, and silence into peace. Because your sadness is not a sign of weakness, it's a doorway to awakening. 1. Observe your emotions. Don't resist them. When sadness comes, our first instinct is to fight it, to distract ourselves, to escape, or to pretend that everything is fine. But Buddhist wisdom reminds us, what you resist persists. Instead of running away from your emotions, try sitting with them. Observe how sadness feels in your body, the weight in your chest, the silence in your mind, the ache in your heart. Don't label it as good or bad, just notice it. In mindfulness practice, this is called bare awareness, simply being present with what is. When you allow yourself to feel without judgment, something beautiful happens. The emotion begins to soften. You realize that sadness is not your enemy. It's a message, a gentle reminder that something within you needs attention, understanding, or love. A calm mind does not reject pain. It transforms it through awareness. And through this awareness, you begin to understand you are not your sadness. You are the sky, and your emotions are just passing clouds. So, don't fight your feelings. Observe them. And in that quiet observation, healing begins. 2. Write it down. Don't hold it in. When your heart feels heavy, your thoughts start to overflow. And if you keep them locked inside, they turn into storms. But the moment you put them into words, the storm begins to settle. Writing is not just about expression, it's about release. In Buddhist mindfulness, every thought is like a ripple on the surface of the mind. When you write, you give that ripple a direction, and slowly the water becomes calm again. Take a notebook, or even a simple piece of paper. Write down what you're feeling: sadness, fear, loneliness, confusion. Don't try to make sense of it. Just let it flow. As the ink touches the page, your mind begins to breathe. You'll notice, the more you write, the lighter your heart becomes. Because unspoken emotions are like shadows. Once you bring them to light, they lose their power over you. So tonight, before you sleep, give your emotions a voice through your words. And if this message speaks to your soul, stay with me in the next part, where we'll discover how small, mindful actions can gently bring you back to peace. 3. Take small, meaningful actions. When sadness lingers, Your mind often tells you to do nothing, to wait until you feel better. But peace rarely arrives by waiting. It appears through small, mindful actions. You don't need to change your entire life in a day. Just begin with something simple. Take a short walk under the morning light. Make yourself a cup of tea. Clean a corner of your room or water a plant. These small actions are not meaningless. They are gentle affirmations that you are still here, still alive, still capable of creating calm amidst chaos. In Buddhist philosophy, every step taken with awareness becomes a meditation. It's not about speed or outcome. It's about presence. When you move with mindfulness, even ordinary acts become sacred. Sadness loses its weight when you begin to move, not to escape, but to reconnect. Each small act whispers to your soul, "You are healing." And through those moments of gentle doing, your inner stillness begins to bloom again. So, don't underestimate the power of one mindful step. Sometimes that single step is what brings light back into your heart. 4. Let go of what you cannot control. Much of our sadness comes from trying to control what was never ours to hold. We want people to understand us, circumstances to favor us, and life to unfold exactly as we wish. But the truth, beautifully taught in Buddhist wisdom, is simple. Attachment brings suffering. When you stop fighting what is beyond your reach, peace quietly returns. Letting go doesn't mean you don't care. It means you choose freedom over resistance. It's the art of releasing what drains your energy, so you can focus on what truly matters: your own thoughts, actions, and inner balance. Think of your life as a flowing river. The more you try to grasp the water, the faster it slips through your fingers. But when you open your hands and let it flow, you begin to move with life, not against it. When you learn to surrender control, you discover something profound. Life has always been guiding you, even through the storms. And in that surrender, your heart becomes lighter, your mind clearer, and your soul finally at peace. 5. Nurture your energy through stillness and mindfulness. In a world that glorifies constant movement, silence has become a forgotten language. We rush, we strive, we fill every quiet space with noise, yet wonder why peace feels so far away. But Buddhist wisdom teaches, to be still is not to do nothing, it is to return home to yourself. Stillness is medicine for the soul. When you close your eyes and simply breathe, you begin to reconnect with the rhythm of life itself. The breath, so simple, so ordinary, becomes a bridge between body and spirit. With each mindful inhale, you invite calm. With each gentle exhale, you release what no longer serves you. Mindfulness doesn't demand perfection. It asks only for presence. Sit in silence, even for a few minutes a day. Listen to the sounds around you, the rustle of leaves, the hum of the wind, your own heartbeat. This is life happening right now. In that stillness, your energy resets. You stop reacting and start observing. You stop forcing and start flowing. And slowly, you begin to feel grounded not in chaos, but in clarity. Remember, stillness is not the absence of life. It's the space where life truly unfolds. In silence, the mind heals. In mindfulness, the heart awakens. 6. Reconnect with your true self. There comes a time in every journey when you realize you've been running so far, trying so hard that you've forgotten where you were going. We spend so much of our lives chasing validation, success, love, and recognition that we lose touch with the one person who matters most, ourselves. Buddhist wisdom reminds us, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. To reconnect with your true self is not about finding something new. It's about remembering what was always there. Beneath your worries, your fears, and your doubts, there is a quiet presence, calm, wise, and unshaken. That is who you truly are. Take a moment to sit in silence. Ask yourself gently, what do I really need right now? Not what the world expects of you, not what you should be doing, but what your heart longs for. Maybe it's rest. Maybe it's understanding. Maybe it's forgiveness. In that honest conversation with yourself, healing begins. Because the self is not something to be perfected, it's something to be accepted. When you return to that inner home, the space within you that's beyond fear and beyond ego, you begin to live with authenticity and ease. The path back to yourself isn't about becoming more. It's about being less distracted, less afraid, less controlled by the outside world. In that simplicity, you rediscover the beauty of your own being. And when you live from that truth, peace naturally follows. 7. Be grateful for your challenges. It's easy to feel grateful when life is gentle, when the sun is shining, when things go as planned. But true wisdom, the kind that transforms your soul, is found in the moments that break you open. Buddha taught that suffering is not meant to destroy you. It's meant to awaken you. Every challenge carries a hidden blessing, an invitation to grow, to see yourself more clearly, and to rise stronger than before. When life tests you, it's not punishing you, it's preparing you. Each heartbreak teaches compassion. Each failure strengthens resilience. Each loss deepens understanding. And each dark night of the soul brings you closer to the light within. The truth is, you cannot build inner peace without first walking through the storms that teach you what peace truly means. Just like the lotus flower, which blooms only in muddy water, your soul also blossoms through struggle. So, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" try asking, "What is this teaching me?" That single shift turns pain into power and suffering into wisdom. Gratitude doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means trusting that even in imperfection, there's purpose. Every challenge is a teacher disguised as discomfort, and once you see it that way, nothing in life can truly defeat you. So, breathe deeply. Look back at your scars, and instead of shame, feel gratitude. Because they are proof that you have lived, that you have learned, and that no matter what life brings, you have the strength to begin again. In the end, remember this: life was never meant to be perfect. It was meant to be real. And real life includes joy and pain, light and darkness, beginnings and endings. What defines you is not the storm, but the calm you choose to find within it. Every breath you take is a reminder you've already survived so much. You are stronger, wiser, and far more capable than you think. So whenever sadness visits again, don't push it away. Welcome it like an old teacher. Listen to what it's here to show you. And when you do, you'll discover that peace was never gone. It was simply waiting for you to be still enough to feel it again. If this message touched your heart, Take a moment to share it with someone who might need this light today. Let's spread this wave of Buddhist wisdom and calm strength to more souls who are silently fighting their storms. And if you wish to continue this journey of healing and mindfulness, subscribe to The Guiding Light, where every story, every word is a step toward inner peace. Take a deep breath, and remember, you are not broken. You are becoming.